Hey, what is up everyone? I'm Tiana here, alongside with Deafy Duck from the likes of the Maxi Toys videos. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for some more Let's Play of Donkey Kong Jungle Beat for the Nintendo GameCube and Nintendo Wii versions. So last time we have managed to go through the third kingdom in this game, which appears to be the Watermelon Kingdom, and we seem to able to go through quite a bit of a domination here for the most part though, despite the fact that at the moment right now, on the GameCube version at least, that this is the actual top score at the moment, but it wasn't until later on throughout the game however though, but then again we'll explain more about it until, let's just say on next Monday potentially, because today we're about to begin through the fourth kingdom in this game, which appears to be the Apple Kingdom, so yeah. And eventually this will be the last kingdom to able to go through the D-barrel selections of kingdoms, specifically in a GameCube version. So the first level we have is Massive Canyon, so either way though, let's just go ahead and just, you know, do some usual bits, likely due to the fact that we're gonna have to get a lot more beats, combos, or anything like that, presentable. Now I think this is one of the first kingdoms I might actually be considered to be the first hardest kingdoms to able to master some of those combos potentially, but when you try to get the hang of it though, you will be okay for the most part. It's just the fact that sometimes trying to pull off combos in this version can take a lot of, you know, can take a long time to able to actually just to grips with. So either way though, let's just go ahead and dodge some boulders here. And hopefully for the most part though, we should be able to be fine enough as this. Anyways, let's try to beat this little pig thing here while simply trying to perform a backflip, so that way we can able to pull off only 2 combo, but either way though, we can accept this fact. So anyways, let's go ahead and hop on to this little wall jump here, and hopefully we would be able to, you know, get some more beats in the process, and jumping for those mushrooms, so hopefully we would be able to actually get ourselves, you can actually try to able to do this by the way, so that way you can able to actually get yourselves quite a few beats in between. So anyways, just do a backflip, and I somehow actually accidentally just try to activate the actual ground pound while clap. So either way though, we're just gonna have to leave it as it is. So anyway, so a few things we want to explain about this potentially is the fact that obviously today's day is the forms of specifically the 8th of April today, in the forms of 2020. So there's been interesting news that's been happening when it comes to the forms of, you know, there's still a coronavirus approaching. So in this case, about the fact that we actually get ourselves about 6 more months until it's going back to its normal state, which I can definitely see why that the E3 conference is going to be officially cancelled, and especially noticeable for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics will be delayed until a year. So in this case we have to wait for about 6 months, which does seem a very long time, but at least on the other hand we can able to have enough time to able to play through some of those Let's Plays such as this, and especially noticeable with, you know how recently that my lovebird Sonic, he's gone through Super Monkey Ball Deluxe on the Xbox version, and I'm assuming Piglet is going to be doing Mario Kart 64 recently, so either way though still, but either way though that might be some conception. So there we go, that's the Massive Canyon, or Canyon as far as I like to say. The next level is Ice Warren, so even then though it's Ice Fiend level as to be expected, because as you can see we have to deal with the forms of ice physics and mind, and especially noticeable how the fact that, well, after this though, I believe that we might able to come across into some sort of a different boss fight coming up. Well, it's not just the forms of another type of Kong or another type of Rock, or even another type of Hawk anytime soon, but at least even then until whenever we get to, you know, the later kingdoms throughout, then we'll probably talk about some several differences between, or actually I'll discuss upon the some slight differences on the GameCube release than the, you know, definitely is going to be mentioning about the Wii version specifically, so but you know, you get the drill for this point. So anyways, let's go and get some more beats, such as take out these guys here while trying to perform some combos in between. So even then though, although we didn't get that much, but either way though, we'll try our best if we can able to actually get the insane amount of those combos as we could. So either way, also another thing I'd like to point things out right away about the fact that originally that the actual next Let's Play, the next Sonic Let's Play, it was going to be Team Sonic Racing, which was supposed to be originally going to be released and joined at some point in the 1st of May. However, it's going to be delayed until when it gets to a point until likely on Monday the 4th of May. This is because of how the fact that until at this point in time, my boyfriend Sonic, who's about to be able to actually just try to focusing on Super Monkey Ball Deluxe at the moment. So as a result of this specific matter, he really wanted able to finish that up before we get on to not only for the new Sonic Let's Play, but also trying to take on the forms of the next Super Monkey Ball Let's Play as well. So either way though, it won't be Monkey Ball 1 or Monkey Ball 2, so it's gonna be something else. But either way though, we'll have to wait and see what happens there until likely next month or so. So either way, let's go ahead and take down this little, the same chicken enemy as before. So even then we can expect able to hit him such as so. Excuse me, I've got stuff in my throat there, just because, well, don't worry though, I'm actually still in a good state at the moment though, despite with all these, you know, ups and downs in between, so either way though, there might be some consumption, so... Anyways, let's grab some more beets by simply able to actually just, well, eat some more of those snowmen, so either way we could able to actually just, get for the sake of time. And we're now on to 1,000, but we need to get about, at the moment is 150, well, lesser than that for this point, because so far we actually doing pretty okay, even though this might be my second attempt for this recording session, by the way, because I swear to God, in the actual, you know, the Massive Canyon level, I had a hard time trying to pull off certain combos, especially in this stage. And by the way, when you reach to the end of this stage, rather than taking place on the actual, you know, the usual bananas eating minigame, instead we're going to be taking place onto the Hoover Jungle Buddy from the bat. Well, from the start anyway though, and as you can see we need to jump the most insane amount of those platforms as you could. So either way though, the highest ranking of the bunch is 20, but somehow I timed it a little bit too early on that specific part. But whatever, at least we did manage to reach that specific amount as you can see. So either way though, once we deal with that level, then we'll come across into the new boss fight type, and that is the Tusks, specifically the Torrent Tusk. Looks very menacing looking. Even though, to be more accurate though, he's actually becomes like a robot, so either way, the entire ordeal for this boss fight, as you can see right there, we need to simply toss the pineapple bombs right onto its trunk for first off, and then once he's got stunned and when his heart shows up, then you can able to actually just to blow his heart up by simply able to actually just tossing some more, you know, the usual pineapple bombs, and then that's all you really have to do. The first Tusk boss might be the easiest of the bunch, because thankfully you don't have to deal with the forms of trying to able to actually just to keep on bashing the actual bongo parts. Although the only time you need to do constantly is the fact that you could only do the clapping option. So even then though, because to able to toss the actual you know, the actual pineapple bomb or throw the pineapple bombs, is that you have to keep on clapping in order to be able to do it. So something to keep that in mind, but even then though, it doesn't really bother me that much though, but either way though, it might actually hurt my palms in between, so even then though, because you know, it always happens most of the time. So anyways, let's go ahead and finish him off by throwing this last pineapple bomb, and kaboom! And there goes the Torrent Tusk, or Torrent Tusk. And he broke apart, just like how most robots do. So yeah, you get the idea. And once again, no damage, so even then, no, it goes a little bit more better than my first attempt on this recording session, by the way, because it does take me a lot of memorization to able to get the combos correct, so there we go. We still got the bronze, we still got the silver, and we still got the gold crests, and to top it off, we got the platinum. That's the way how I roll. So there we go. I think that pretty much takes care of the forms of not only the Apple Kingdom, but also all of the kingdoms in the D barrel on the GameCube version. So now, since we're done with those four, now we can move on to the next barrel selections of kingdoms, which this time around is the K barrel. And what set of kingdoms do we able to unlock? Well, first of all, we actually unlock 4 of those kingdoms straight off the bat. So here we go with, we got ourselves the Strawberry Kingdom, and we got the Pineapple Kingdom, and also we've got ourselves the Lemon Kingdom. And finally, for the cave barrel, we got is the Grape Kingdom. Oh man, I love grapes. Grapes is my favorite fruit. But I digress. So, on to you, Mr. Deafy, for taking on the Wii version's Apple Kingdom. So, yeah. And hope you have some good lucks, unlike me. Thank you, Tiana. And now it's my turn to hit on to the Apple Kingdom on the Wii version. So, not much different in terms of the forms of the actual level order. But as you can see on the lives counter on the top right corner, my lives counter has been reset. So, it doesn't bother me that much though, but either way though, that's why I can really think about that. So, here we go with, of course, the Massive Canyon, and straight off the bat, we get bats to start off with, and also some crushing instant death blocks. So, even then, it just makes things a little bit harder for ourselves, but honestly, it's actually pretty easy though if you manage to get the hang of it though, especially I always memorized this, the level layouts like this back in the day in 2009, so yeah, you get the idea. Oh jeez Louise, I'm almost gonna get hit by those boulders, but hey, at least we're actually able to actually just avoid them at least, so anyways, let's just go ahead and jump over it. And thankfully, pulling off some somersaults on this particular part, well, after dodging those, you know, a lot of things, like these boulders and bats and everything like that, thankfully, trying to pull off some of the backflips is actually pretty easy to execute in this version, because I noticed that Tiana might actually have herself a trickier time on this kingdom sometimes because of, you know, trying to pull off certain combo tricks like the backflips, or even in this case, just, yeah. But either way though, that it might actually take her a lot of practice on that sometimes. So anyways, there's another set of differences when it comes to the level layout, such as, of course, the electricity thing right here was actually shown up, so, but unfortunately I got hit right there, so hopefully I would be able to actually just to get myself my heart back by simply able to, like, obtaining something from, if you manage to reach for about, you know, 200 bananas, or 500, or 1000, or more. So, every time whenever you reach to 200, or 500, or, you know, 1000 bananas in general, or etc., sometimes you would able to actually come across into yourselves into, some more beats you can able to actually obtain from. So either way, let's go ahead and grab some more bananas from here, and hop onto this thing here, and just trying to get ourselves some more flower petals if we can. So even then we could expect this much. But again, there's not much else we can able to write home about until whenever we get on to the next kingdom, until likely on Friday the 10th. So hopefully we would be able to discuss upon a lot of difference between the GameCube version and the Wii version specifically in terms of level order. So either way, let's go ahead and take down this little armadillo guy. I don't think Tiana has actually mentioned about this, but basically, if you're trying to stun him, then it's your chance to able to actually just to kick his butt. So there we go. No way you're able to get yourself more bananas in the process. Potentially speaking, is the fact that, you know, with how the fact that after we try to deal with that armadillo enemy from the GameCube version, the apple itself just automatically appears. But in the forms of this particular version, as you can see, the apple does not show up unless if you try to deal with the armadillo mini kind of fight. So either way though, I just want to classify that on the Wii version. So, and unfortunately though, my nunchuck was so glitched up all of a sudden, but thankfully though, I did manage to able to blow it, so even then I could at least make it a little bit more better for ourselves. So, seriously, we always attempt to have him with some pretty bad luck, unfortunate moments when it comes to the forms of likely nunchuck distortion. So even then, I just have no idea why I have so many bad lucks with all these glitched up nunchucks every once in a while. But either way, though, let's just move on to Ice Warren. So even then, there's not much different for this place. So even then, it's just pretty much exactly the same layout, except the fact that, wow, certain bananas has been placed. So as well as that, you know, you can't able to eat, you know, this bunch of stuff on the wall. So, yeah, you probably get the picture for this point here. So, either way, let's just go ahead and pull off some combos so that we could able to grab some more beats from here. So, drat, I just got frozen up. at least in order to actually just to break free, if you manage to get frozen up, is that you could able to actually just, well, the GameCube version, I think you're gonna have to able to press both buttons on the DK bongos. But in the Wii version, you're gonna have to shake the Wii remote and nunchuck in order to actually just to break free. So, yeah, you get the idea. So, speaking of which, actually, is the fact that, well, when it comes to playing the GameCube version, I seriously not recommend you able to play the GameCube controller with it, because in order to actually just try to move Donkey Kong in any of the levels of this game, you have to keep on, like, tapping the actual control stick, or keep on tilting the control stick, likely to, like, keep on flicking and, like, anything like that. And then if you try to do a clap on the GameCube controller, you have to use the C stick. So even then, I just want to classify that, and I probably not recommend you able to play with that. So definitely recommend with the DK bongos, because that's what the unique selling point is. Well, it's unlike the Wii version, it's been ditched out by simply replacing them as, you know, just the Wii remote and nunchuck controller. So even then, I just want to point that out right away. So, but you know, you get the drill. So anyways, let's go ahead and get ourselves the hearts right there after getting frozen up by those little cold muncher stuff. So hopefully we would be able to pull off a lot more combos by ground pound and just get onto that little orangey squishy stuff. And be careful of those obstacles like these, for instance, so that way we would... Ah, drat. There goes my noble heart. Oh man, we're having a little bit of a tough time on Apple Kingdom, but regardless of such, we've still got enough of those bananas as we can go, and we still got 100 beats or 100 bananas in this version to top it off due to the hearts. So we still have to come across into the exact same minigame as in the GameCube version, so, but either way though, except the fact that, well, not much else to speak of. So anyways, let's go ahead and just grab some more bananas by simply able to press the A button instead of like shaking the Wii remote, because if you shake the Wii remote, not only because of how the fact that the actual bananas might able to actually get popped out of the bubble, but it might actually just drop down. So even then, I just want to classify that. Oh, can I even make it to the 20th platform? Ah, close. I was jumping a little bit too early at the end, but whatever. At least we still got enough of them, so either way, now it's time to take on the forms of what else? The Torrent Tusk. So even then though, it plays out pretty much exactly the same as the forms of how it does it on the GameCube version, except, well, there's actually the actual, the ruined column right there, or the pillar was actually in there. I'm guessing it's probably because of due to the fact that with the actual, well, I suppose maybe due to the widescreen support or something? I don't know. So although the entire battle itself plays exactly the same as the forms if you remember from the the GameCube version, I should say, so even though there's not much anything else different to this guy, so apart from several layouts that's been slightly changed slightly, so... And it looks like he's almost at the halfway point. Well, he's actually on a halfway point right about now, because, you know, dividing 500 health into 2 makes it 275, so it just makes it... Well, I don't know if it's obvious or not, but either way though... Oh, wait, it was actually 250. But yeah, it's 250. I keep thinking of something else potentially, so... Anyways, let's try to toss it all the way up. In fact, it's actually really easy to able to actually just try to toss it from the highest angle. Because I'm pretty sure on the GameCube version you can't able to actually have that option. So at least I can expect it able to actually just try to make it a little bit more, I don't know, obsolete, I suppose. So even then, that's pretty much it for Torrent Tusk. But again though, pretty easy, self-explanatory. Now if you guys are probably thinking about the fact that aren't you going to be tackling through the Pear Kingdom on the Wii version? Well, since that Tiana hasn't exactly got into that point yet, I'm actually going to be saving this up for later. So either way, that pretty much takes care of the Apple Kingdom. So in this case, we got ourselves our 1 crown and also the usual 3 silver identical, well, crests. So even then, there's not much else we can able to just try to say about this for the most part here. So there we go. Whew. Pretty easy and top-notch as far as you guys already know about this, so let's see what this video is all about. Oh, I could have tried to do that, but I think it's actually kind of pointless for me though, so... Alright, so 4 crowns and, well, I think we actually got ourselves about 12 of those crests right about now. So now we've unlocked the next kingdom, which is the Strawberry Kingdom. So I guess we'll end things off here. So join us next time for more of Let's Play of Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Is the fact that we're going to be taking on the forms of the Strawberry Kingdom. So see you guys on Friday. Later, fellas.